just want to make some comments on the reading from Thomas Aquinas because it's clear to me from the work on the discussion board that some people understood the questions I was asking, and some people didn't. And I think that that's okay. It's difficult reading, but I wanted to comment on that. Yes, some people did understand, and some people didn't, and I wanted to clear up, what the difference was between the people who understood and the people who didn't. It was really the presumptions behind each of the questions. For instance, question one. I'm sorry, that is badly put. Gosh, really apologize. Your teachers should be able to produce grammatical English. Is Thomas right about the basic precept of natural law? Forgive me. Should have proofread better. And what does that question presuppose? Well, that you know what the basic precept of natural law is. Um, let's see if I can find it in somebody's work. Right. Okay. So here in Rebecca's posts, for instance, she identifies that Aquinas' first basic precept of natural law centers on the fundamental idea that good is to be done and pursued, and evil is to be avoided. So that's right, and that's important to note because what he's saying is that that basic precept or principle or rule is so deeply built into our thinking about life, about the world, about human action, that it is a self-evident first principle, and it's a true starting point for morality because it's Thomas says it's to any rational creature it would be immediately evident that it's true and it must be true. That is, the good should be pursued and evil avoided. Now that's his claim that we all understand and agree to that basic precept that any rational creature, if they were being honest, would say that yes, I accept that principle without proof. Right? That's the important thing. It's an indemonstrable first principle. So my question is whether he's right about it actually being um, self-evidently true and the basic precept and something we all accept. But of course, I presume that you know what it is. Second question is a little bit more complicated. Oh man, I'm so sorry about the grammatical errors here. This is like kind of English you see on YouTube. Jeez, I really apologize. I don't know what frame of mind I was in when I did that. Anyway, the question should be, can we actually specify what is good and evil in the way that he suggests? Now, this presupposes that you watch the video and kind of understand what I was going over in terms of the problem that's created by the first precept. The first precept says the good is to be pursued and evil avoided. Okay, even if I accept that, which I think I do, but I'm not saying it's obvious that I should accept it, but I think I do. It naturally raises the question, what is good? That is, what is specifically that I should pursue? And I suggested, looking at the text, that Thomas's answer to that is that we can trust our natural inclinations towards things. And this goes into the whole subject of being creatures created by God with purpose. And if we are endowed with certain natural inclinations, let's say we have natural curiosity, we have a natural desire to know, that's an indication that knowledge is a good. That is one of the things that should be pursued. If we have a natural inclination to have children, that means that raising children in a family, the family itself, is a good and should be pursued. So he gives us some sort of answer as to how we can, how we can find out what the good is, because the first precept just leaves it so general that it's actually fairly useless until you start filling in what is actually good. Let's see. An example. Yeah. Yeah, Rebecca again. Good answer there. Natural laws and moral guide derived from reason and reflective of the inherent inclinations of human beings, right? Okay, good. Two, right, guided by natural inclinations. Enrique inclination. So, it wasn't so obvious an answer, but this is the kind of situation in which it does a lot of good to watch the videos because these are tough readings, and I expect you to read these readings. That is, the exams in this class will be based upon your knowledge of these readings. So you have to know them, and they're not so easy. So on the one hand, you don't want to watch the videos instead of doing the readings because you need to do the readings. On the other hand, the videos are probably a good guide. If you're relying on secondhand sources and you're not doing the readings and not watching the videos, you're not going to do well because the secondhand sources will give you some grounding, perhaps, in the general subject, but we're doing a specific take on it. So you really have to do the readings and watch the videos, I would say, as a supplement to that. So, yeah, I just want to clear a couple things up there. Some people got it, some people didn't. But the idea is that everyone should get it. So if you didn't get it, then look over the readings again and watch the videos.